I'm sorry if when I talk I sound out of breath. I haven't even got to the part where I scream at the camera yet. This is the beginning of the video and I'm already getting worked up. I've been running around my room trying to figure out this lighting. I got one of the, what are they, soft boxes, a big fucking square lighting, and warm, cool, white. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know about lighting. And I've been trying different stuff with the blue in the background. I don't, everybody's clicking away. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear this. I I couldn't sleep, so I was like, fuck it, I'll record something. um I was going to talk about how I ended up 47 years old, extremely overweight, and living with my parents. Well, living with my dad, my stepdad. My mom died in January. I don't want to talk about that. Sorry, I'm obsessive compulsive and I constantly have to arrange things on my desk, or I will pull my hair out. In 2008, I had my own place. I was married in the beginning of 2008. Only halfway through, all of that was gone. But I went manic. It probably started late 2007 and ran into 2008. But full blown psychosis, delusions of grandeur, fucking seeing and hearing shit that isn't there, thinking I could predict the future and jump timelines and dimensions, which it probably doesn't help that I watch all these fucking tarot videos now and it's all about jumping timelines. That's probably not contributing to me staying sane, is watching all this fucking woo-woo tarot shit. It's interesting. I can't stop watching it. And I've been watching meditation videos. I just can't fucking focus on like watching, like I watched a happy pancake video earlier where she was talking about how these AI companies are cutting the spines off books and feeding them into their AI so they can steal, I guess. And a lot of these books are out of print and they're really old. Some of these are the oldest fucking copies, the only copies left. And they're fucking destroying them to feed them into AI. And it's like, what do we do with that information? Like, I signed a petition, but what the fuck? What do we do to stop this shit? This, as a writer, it really pisses me off. But this should make everybody angry. I mean, I know Moms for Liberty and people like that won't care because they love destroying books. I'm sure the church will be very happy. I've done multiple videos on AI. I want to know, when are we done with this? When do we cut our losses and say this is bullshit? Nobody wants this. I told myself I wasn't going to do any more videos until I got my teeth fixed because this looks terrible. This doesn't help when I say I'm 47 years old. I almost got my age wrong. That's how little I tell people how old I am. 47, fat, living at home. How many? I don't even know what the fuck I just did with my fingers. Those weren't even digits. That's the other thing, is my hands fucked up, so I can only bend like I can't I can't fucking do that. If I want to do three, it's got to be something like this. That's years and years of being an artist with terrible technique. I can't. That's why I had to stop tattooing. I couldn't hold a machine anymore. This video is all over the fucking map. When I was thinking about making the video, the first thing I thought about was making a video about how conservatives can't make art, and these red hat motherfuckers obviously can't interpret art either. But I don't want to get sidetracked. It's the whole, everybody's done it. Everybody's talked about the Rage Against the Machine thing and how these people are so stupid that they don't know what the machine was. What the fuck did you think they meant? What did you think Zach meant when he said rolling down Rodeo with a shotgun? These people ain't seen a brown skinned man since their grandparents bought one. What the fuck did you think he was talking about? Conservatives, MAGA, red hats. What? I told you, fucking train wreck. This video's all over the place. And I swear my pills are working, and I'm still like this. I shouldn't be shooting this video. I got to get up in the morning and go do all these things that I don't want to do, which is everything, because I never want to do anything, because my motivation has all fucking evaporated and gone into the hole in the ozone and off into space. It'll reach Mars before Elon does. I just don't know what to do to, like, I have been saying that my second book of short stories was going to come out by the end of the year for years, for multiple years. I've been saying it would be out by the end of the year. Shit. I had already started it when I published my first book and my first book of short stories. I had already been working on the second book of short stories. I worked on all this shit all at the same time. Warp Asylum, Lunastoria. See, I can't fucking make the three. I don't know why I would try. Warp Asylum, Lunastoria, and Lunastoria 2. They've all been worked on at the same time over a decade. And I can't get Lunastoria 2 out. I can't. It's written. It's 100% done except for the editing. And I'm like 3/4 of the way through the editing. I haven't touched it in months. You know, if I could just finish like these last 20, 30 pages, I could publish it. Nobody would buy it, but I could publish it, and I could be done with this Warp Asylum shit and move on. You know, I don't know what's going to happen to my book, especially when I'm dead. You know, how is anybody going to find it? If I could buy 1 million copies and put them on little parachutes and drop them out of a hot air balloon so everybody could, I'd fucking do it. I'd rent the hot air balloon right fucking now. It's just frustrating to work for years on something and nobody fucking cares. Like, I've gotten good feedback. Can I trust the feedback from my friends? Are they full of shit? Does my book suck? No, it doesn't suck. That's what's so fucked up. This is the one thing I have confidence in, and it's not fucking working. And I don't know what to do with that information. You know, like I said, not to be a downer, my mom's dead. She's never going to see me succeed. Ever. It's done. It's over. She's gone. The chance of her being proud, I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't proud. She loved me. But I wanted her to see me fucking do something. You know, I wanted my book to get turned into a Netflix series or a movie or some shit. And my mom and me and my stepdad sit down and watch it together. That's what I fucking wanted. That's the whole reason I wrote a book, was to get it made into a movie. The only reason I wrote a novel and not a script was because I could do the novel myself. And that's the only way anything gets done with me. I have to do the whole thing fucking alone. You know, I had other artists that I collaborated with, photographers, models, videographers, sound people. It's all the relationships gone. It's like a lot of that shit fell apart during COVID. You know, into 2019, we were supposed to start shooting. We were doing Murder Nation. That was the name of the project. You know, I mean, we had models and, you know, people that have worked on like legit productions doing sound engineering and videography and all this shit. And, you know, we had scripts and I was doing the narration, and it all fell apart. And I don't know if it would have fell apart with, even if we didn't have lockdowns. I don't know if it would have fell apart. You know, I went manic at the time. That could have been what blew it up. But everybody, it just fucking fell apart. And since then, since Murder Nation fell apart, I've just lost all fucking motivation. You know, because my book, when it was finally, I think the paperback was 2019. It started getting published in 2016. Warp Asylum, my novel about, it's autofiction about bipolar disorder, with told through sci-fi dystopian battle between heaven and hell mixed with reality. but that was my reality, was a dystopian battle between heaven and hell. I thought the shit was real when I wrote it. You know, it's journal entries, it's fucking videos that I put on the internet that I later destroyed. Maybe I didn't put them on the internet. Maybe they never fucking existed. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe you're not real. Maybe I'm done talking. How in the fuck am I going to title and thumbnail this?